you have been waiting, now is the time. I am talking about getting online and looking into the pre-loved market to find yourselves some Hermes deals. It is time to jump on it, friends. Today's video is building off of a video that I saw Jessie Style do, so I'll link Jess's video below, but basically she hopped on a topic that I also had been noticing, which is that it seems like the prices for pre-loved Hermes items have been going down. So I'm going to start inserting some images and items that I am seeing for sale on eBay primarily. So that's where I'm going to mostly be posting things, is Japanese sellers on eBay, people that I have either bought from in the past or would see as a trusted seller. So if you are interested in any of these items, I will do my best to link these below, or just, take a screenshot and search the item based on the exact title of the item, and it should come right up. But I don't have money coming out of my ears. I wish I did. So therefore, because I can't buy all of these beautiful items, I figured I would share some of my good finds with all of you. So let me know if this series is helpful. If it is, I'd be happy to do more of these sort of like shop along, ride along kind of videos in the future. So let me know what you all think. I'm going to start by showing you a couple of options for some big ticket items or some popular items. And so I'm going to pull from my own Hermes collection and show you some examples of what I think are great deals that are available right now. So this is a Calvi card holder. This is a Calvi Duo actually, but it's a great little card holder. Sometimes you can find these on the pre-loved market for really good deals. Okay, here's a great example of a Calvi card holder that is in excellent condition. Now, these retail for $550 on the Hermes website, so a discount of over 25% is a pretty good deal. And especially when you go in and really start looking at the images for this item and then scroll down and look at the description. And the description, of course, it's a Japanese seller, so it's just kind of funny, but they say it is a beautiful item with little usability. So what I take that to mean is something was lost in translation there, but they basically mean it's a beautiful item that doesn't show a whole lot of use. Even still, it's not uncommon for them to rate items like that as like AB. In this case, it's very good, a used item that has some insignificant scratches and other signs of usage. The reason why sellers sometimes underrate their items is because they want to minimize any opportunity for complaint that a customer might have once they receive the item. So this is just a really good example of some of the Calvis that I've seen that are absolutely gorgeous and are at a really good deal. The next item that I wanted to show you is my Hermes Evelyn in the TPM size. This is the 18 centimeters across. Mine is in biscuit with palladium hardware in Clemence leather. I love this bag and have spoken about it several times on this channel. But if you have been looking to pick up one of these little beauties pre-loved, I highly recommend that you do so. The price keeps going up and up on these, and you can find deals on these sometimes at or even below retail price. So it is certainly worth checking out the pre-loved market to see where you might be able to find a deal. The style on this, unlike the larger Evelyn, hasn't changed at all. So even more vintage ones, you will find it's the exact same style. It doesn't have any additional pockets or anything. So the only one who will know that it's maybe an older bag is you, depending on what color you get. Here's an example of an Evelyn in the TPM size that is just so cute. I love this color. And this is a newer bag as well. It's from only 2020, which is great with the palladium hardware. Now, brand new versions of this bag retail for $2,200 and then plus tax. So you're looking at least this price in store to buy an Evelyn TPM. But of course, you might be able to make an offer and have it be a little bit less. So you never know. Go ahead and make those offers on those bags. You just might get lucky. But I think that this version looks really nice. The photos aren't coming into focus here, but let's see. It has been used a little bit, but I think it's looking really good on those corners. Just like minor bits of rubbing, right? But if you're going to use your bag and not just hold on to it as a collector, then it's going to get a little bit of use no matter what. And then looking at the description, it does acknowledge that there are scratches and discoloration and a little bit of a storage smell on the inner part. So what that means is you might need to air it out a little bit if you were to purchase this bag and receive it. So you would just need to maybe contact the seller and talk about any questions that you have. But I just thought this color was so stunning that I wanted to show it to you all. So this is the Evelyn PM. There's a big jump in sizes, as you can see. This is 29 centimeters across the bottom, but this is the newer style. This is the 3rd generation, and it has the back pocket here. So I love this version, but if you don't need the back pocket and you're going to use a bag organizer anyway, then I highly recommend that you start looking for one of these pre-loved. You can find excellent deals at literally like a third of the price of this brand new in store. So highly recommend looking around and seeing what you can find. Mine is in gold on gold, but there are so many other wonderful combinations to get. And this is just like the quintessential easy throw on and go bag and kind of a messenger bag. I think this style is going to be coming back into fashion. So here's an example of this is an Evelyn PM, so the same size as my Evelyn PM. Again, it's red. Don't know what it is about red bags being on a better sale, but it does have that pocket in the back. So it's the 3rd generation version. This one looks like it's been squished, but honestly, I don't see any big scuffs or abrasions on the leather, nor do I see any like weird discoloration or shininess that leads me to believe that this has been retouched. It looks like somebody literally just kind of squished it flat. There's maybe a little bit of marking right there that looks like some light abrasions to show that it's been used, but I've come to just sort of expect that that's normal with a lot of pre-loved bags. No big marks or other issues. Maybe it looks like something in that pocket that could use a little bit of a cleaning. The Hermes print is nice and clear. Maybe a little bit of touch up needed eventually over time on some of the glazing, but that doesn't look bad to me. So yeah, with this bag, normally retailing for over $4,000 in the store now, to see it here for $1,830, I think that is a great price in and of itself for this bag. But if you make an offer, you might be able to come up with some hints on, how you could save even more money. So see if you can make some offers on bags like this and save yourself an additional 20%. It's always worth trying. This next bag that I have here is the Picotin 22. It's 22 centimeters across the bottom. That's how this one is measured. So 18 is 18, obviously. That in terms of size wise, not huge differences between the 22 and the 18, but whatever size Picotin you want to find pre-loved, you can find excellent deals. So keep an eye out, and there are some really good deals to be had, even though this is a very popular bag and does tend to hold its value. I've seen a couple deals pop up that have been really, really good. This is the Hermes Picotin. This one's in the PM size, even though mine is in an MM, but this is typically the more, trendy size is the 18. I think that this is a great color if you're interested in something that is not red. This is a neat colorway because this version had the different colored handle on the inside of the handle. So it does have Swift in that Bosphorex blue, which is just kind of a neat pop. And it does come with the lock and the dust bags for the lock and key and the bag itself. Again, this is one that is a retail of about $4,500 or more, depending on the leather. But anything under about $3,000 is a pretty good deal on the pre-loved market. And just like some of these other options, this price I think is not bad at all anyway, but you can make an offer and sometimes you'll get a little bit of help in what you should offer. So this is suggesting that the seller might respond if your offer is as low as $1,754.87, which is a pretty great deal in my opinion. And of course, as always, you want to check out the full description, read all of the details, and just, make sure that you're happy with the bag. And don't be afraid to message the seller and ask lots of questions, especially if you have any reason to suspect that the bag was retouched in any way. And then, of course, everybody is interested in how to find a deal on a Birkin or, an otherwise quota bag style bag. I got super lucky and got mine pre-loved and have been thoroughly enjoying this bag. It's not always one I reach for every day, but whenever I do carry it, it makes me smile. And I think it's just really beautiful to look at. So she has been a gem in my collection for sure. This is the Rubis Clemence leather in palladium hardware, size 35. So love this Birkin. Birkin 35s in general are going for under retail on the pre-loved market. So it is the time to be looking for one if you want to add one to your collection. So I will be happy to link a couple that I have found. And like Jess in her video, I have noticed also that red bags, for whatever reason, do tend to go for less money. Don't know what that's about. Maybe people seem to think that red is a less versatile color. However, red is also a color that is in this year. So the burgundies and these rich sort of tones. I love Rubis because it's actually sort of a strawberry. It's like a magenta color or raspberry in my mind. I think it's really a stunning color and very versatile for the season. So if you are open to that kind of colorway, definitely look in the pre-loved market for your Birkin or your Kelly or your Constance, because there are some excellent deals to be had. No need to do like a 2-to-1 spending ratio, right? No need to play the game. Just go ahead and snap it up for an under retail price. Okay, guys, here's a great example of a Birkin that is for sale well under retail. Keep in mind, retail now for a Birkin 35 is in the range of $12,000. This one is from a seller in Japan, Alu Japan. I've seen several really good deals from this seller, so that would be one to follow for sure. You can start typing in a number, and then this little help text comes up that says the seller will be more likely to respond if your offer is around $5,180.90. So roughly like 20%-ish off. Now that is super helpful. It might be that behind the scenes, there's some kind of setting where the seller indicated at what price they're willing to accept an offer automatically. So you may want to change your offer to exactly that price and then submit it and see what happens. I am not going to actually do that right now because I'm not trying to buy this particular bag. However, if you are $5,000, just over $5,000 for a Birkin is an absolutely amazing price. Now, the reason I'm showing you this one in particular is that you need to be able to kind of parse the read between the lines here. This says it's rank B, which is a used item with some scratches, stains, and obvious signs of usage. That's not that bad. The bag itself is still really beautiful. It is in a shade of orange, which is a less popular color, but it is Togo leather, which is a popular leather. And to me, it looks like it has not been necessarily retouched. But if you were serious about this bag, I would definitely get in touch with the seller and ask point blank if this item has been painted. Sometimes when they have things saying like, this item has some complementary colors and some scratches and dirt due to use. To me, that does not sound like it has been repainted or retouched in any way. It sounds like maybe it has some smudges on the item due to use of the bag. But always look at the corners and make sure that the corners are in good condition. And also take a look at things like the handles. To me, that looks like what they might be talking about there. Some of the usage on the handles due to use. You can put twillies on those handles to cover them up. No one would ever know. You could eventually take this to the bag spa at Hermes and have them replace the handles for you or clean them for you. But otherwise, this looks like a really beautiful bag and would be one to consider if you were looking for an excellent deal on a Birkin. So I hope that this was helpful. Happy shopping. Let me know if you decide to buy anything or if you decide to save any of the sellers that I'm sharing with you. Would love to hear your feedback on how this goes for you. I hope wherever you are in the world today, you're having a fantastic day, and I will see you again soon in my next video. Bye.